This is Reverend Pam Geagan with your 9 a.m. meditation from the Center for Spiritual Living in Pleasant Valley, California. Now, as we know, it's Center for Spiritual Living, Pleasant Valley in Camarillo, California. And so it's wonderful to be with you. And this is about connecting to your greatness, to your godness, these meditations. And this is day 3 of them. And we're talking about today about insecurity and complacency. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the meditation, then we're going to relax in, and then I'm going to end with affirmations for the day after you're relaxed in. And so when we're talking about insecurity, we're talking about all of the things that make you feel that you are not one with your God self. And so why should you be insecure? Because oneness is the only reality. And when we establish that oneness with God, there's no insecurity. And how we know that we are more at one-ment with the divine source is no matter what comes up, we go to faith and knowing that beyond all understanding that it's working out for the highest and best. And I can use an example this morning. Politically is very exciting. If you watch news, or you were a news junkie, or you were a news person. I was a news person. I was a reporter years ago. And so I am very interested in the unfoldment of the news. So it goes to whether we give energy to our worries or we make a choice to reject them. And when we carry the weight on our shoulders, we diminish our capacity of the world and of being in the world. And the right approach is to go and find, through meditation, in this connection, the calmness. And so what am I talking about when we go into the calmness? And that is where the complacency comes. Because for those, and of course we've all had, I'm going to go back just for a second here. We've all had experiences where as parents or any loved one who's late coming home or anything else, or there's been a tragedy, you go to that horrible place of fear, and it doesn't help, as we know that the fear exists. And I always, my favorite one is, false evidence appearing real, but actually my other favorite one that fits me a lot of times is forget everything and run. So when we go to that place, we're actually expanding the fear within us. And when I talk about complacency, it's about complacency and not being vigilant about being at one-ment with your God self. So what is at one-ment? Is it when we meditate and we're at one and we're at peace? Yes. Is it when we have all these things pop up in our humanness? Because we are human and we are here to experience our humanness in this world, to get closer to God. But when you are at one-ment, total at one-ment, that means you are constantly vigilant about remaining in that flow, in that one-ment. Because if you're 98% there, you're not at one-ment. That's complacency. To continue to transcend not the human self, but the connection that you have. And the goal is that we perfect in our perfectly insecure places, our perfect imperfections, to continue as long as we are on this planet to connect. And it's for the desire of the self to be at one-ment with the peace, with the joy, with the knowingness that in this time, it's one of those dichotomies. We're here for such a blip in time, and yet every single moment counts. So in this experience, I would rather be connected to Source than not. And of course, being human, I go off on and I'm unconnected in many ways. So in my God connection, my God self, connecting to my God self, I am constantly reminded to go back into the silence every day, many, many moments during the day, and remember that God is, I am. So now we're just going to relax in, knowing that insecurity is like fear and worry and disconnection, at odds, so to speak, with the God self. And complacency is when we don't vigilantly continue to come back and remember who we are. We are that divine light. We are that wonderful, perfect aspect of the divine expressing in and through and as us. So it's okay to go off course for a second, but then just bring yourself back and know that the energy and the thoughts you bring go into that. If you're putting your energy into worry and insecurity instead of opening yourself up to new and wonderful surprises, then what you get is more insecurity and more fear and more loathing for the self for being the way, and worrying and taking the energy away from who you are. When we go into that place of faith, we are re-energized. We are at one-man. And even if it's a nanosecond, it is worth it to bring yourself back into that center of your being that just says yes in its divinity, because the truth of being of who you are is that divine light that is perfect, an absolutely perfect reflection of the perfection of the divine source. So let us go within, and as we go within, let us just relax in and feel that energetic presence all around us, just relaxing in, listening to my voice, feeling that light. I always say the light from above, coming down, 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 down the crown, down into the face, into that energetic presence of the third eye, the intuitive eye. And then going down, 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 down into the jaw, and actually you may feel slack-jawed. Going down into the throat, and just relaxing the throat and the mind, all working together. The heart, the mind, the body, the spirit, the thing itself, the God-self, all working together in this moment of sacredness that we are in right here and right now. And then you feel that energy going back, back, back to our necks. And many of us who are working at computers more and more and more, I invite you to just stand up every hour, take a walk, and just breathe in with God is, I am. And just relax in. Because when the mind is clear and the heart is clear and you're at peace, you can do so much more with that clarity when you let go of the weight of the world on your shoulders. So as we go back to the shoulders, just relax your shoulders, let your head drop, let your shoulders drop, and just relax in. And then feel that energetic presence going down the back, out the upper arms, the elbows, the lower arms, the wrists, the hands, just relaxing. And you may even feel that energetic presence. Reiki masters, that's what they deal with. They take that energy and they direct it. And that's why I call these your God energy wands. Because not only are you directing it with your mind and body, but when you use your energy to connect to the body too and feel the energy, you're directing that energy in and through and as you. So let us open our hearts now and see the lotus within. And again, it can just be the beautiful lotus in the heart, opening up, opening the door to consistency, not complacency. Consistency of knowing your role on this planet is so important. And it is important moment by moment by moment, incident by incident by incident. And your presence, your divine presence, is what gives God the greatest joy. It sings the body electric when we are in that oneness. And then as that energy goes around the back, letting go vertebrae by vertebrae, just down the back. And then wrapping around down the back into the solar plexus, the beautiful yellow ones, but below the heart and above the belly button. And that is where a lot of the center of our emotions go. And at night, just take a moment to meditate at night when it's quiet. No noise. No noise in the background. And concentrate on that belly button just for a moment. And give gratitude for your day. A lot of your emotions are held there. And you will be surprised how much more joyous you sleep, how much more comfortably you sleep, how you wake up in the morning refreshed, renewed, and begin to deepen who you are into that Godself adventure. For we are on this eternal path of becoming. Back to that soul that is incorruptible, has always been, will always be, waiting for its new experiences. Then we go down into the sacral chakra, the beautiful orange sacral chakra beneath the belly button, above the hips, going down, down, down into the root chakra, the hips, and the upper thighs, and just letting go, just opening up to all of this, the light just filling it all, going down the thighs, the knees, the calves, the ankles, going right down through the feet, down to the middle earth, anchoring in this middle earth as we honor this experience in this earthly body, this body that is filled with emotions, and the body temple giving us so many examples of what we need to pay attention to. It is therefore our knowing how to treat with it with the best way we know how, to be kind to it and healthy with it, and to declare what that is for you, and then allow even more deepening to happen in and through and as you, moment by moment by moment. Shining your light in it and shining the light from it out into the world. So now we take this energy and it comes right back up the whole body, coming out the crown and just shoots out into the heaven world, as I say, connecting with all of the energy as we start our day. From the top to the bottom, to the left to the right, to the up to the down, to the north to the south, to the east to the west. We are in this wonderful, luminous, energetic bubble. And we take time, moment by moment by moment, to stay in that bubble. And so now as I do affirmations about insecurities and complacencies, please just listen to my voice and also the koshi bells and the night sounds and the gongs. As I do the affirmations, the closing affirmations. So I am open and receptive to becoming God's perfect instrument. I am open and receptive to be fulfilled every hour and every day. That I am allowed to become and perfect this instrument, the body temple in and through and as me, the connection. an ease and peace within when that happens, even in nanoseconds. And without, my outer world unfolds more perfectly than ever before. When I become complacent with my life and not connect with my God self and listen deeply to the great beyond within that is guiding and providing me with the highest and best, then I make no progress. For God is transcending itself every moment. And God, in this thing called life, is the cosmic energy from which I connect, move, and have my being. And I am here just to be. I am not here trying to change anyone else. I am here to feel the security and the call being pulled by faith to know God in my heart, my mind, my soul, every day, in every moment. I am choosing meditation and calmness at least once during the day. And in that moment, my mind is quiet and tranquil. That is what peace of mind is all about. And we achieve our greatness, our fulfillment in that oneness. When we are at one, we move so much more rapidly in our mind, body, spirit, soul to achieve more peace and less worry, more knowingness that my life is unfolding perfectly no matter what. I am seeing that all beings in my life, mates, friends, mentors, teachers, children, are already in their own perfect energetic presence. And I am remembering that at one time all of those people did not exist in my life. They are like the flowers I've picked from a garden And I am so grateful they'll be with me forever, because the memory stays with me permanently. But I let them go. For the only permanence I have is the rock of my faith, and knowing that the Godself is always there beyond all circumstances. And I'm letting go of worry for all my loved ones, the ones nearest and dearest to my heart, and how I protect them the most is letting go of worry and insecurity about them. For as we know, in this world that has gotten our attention worldwide, the unexpected shows up, minute by minute by minute. So I listen to the Godself, knowing what is best for me and for all. And it is added richly to my choices, my choice hour, choice moments. I am the instrument, and God is the doer. And I know that my existence is very powerful in this light. But the world will go on when this bodysuit leaves, as the soul goes on to its next great incarnation. So I am choosing to spend every moment, moment by moment, saturated in the love and the joy and the perfection of God. And I even designate times during the day to open up to my God Self as it fulfills its mission and allows me to perfect the bodysuit. And its presence here on earth. For that is my mission, to know who I am, shine my light, and that light attracts other people like moths to a flame. And it's not about lecturing, it's not about worrying, it's about knowing that God and I, the divine presence within, are one. I am no longer striving to become better. I am open and receptive for the divine source, God, transcending in and through and as me every moment. Because my body is part in the cosmic consciousness. And so now I just go into the silence and soak this all in this moment. Just following the breath. And so as we come back into the room, back into our bodies, we feel our body in the chair, awake, alive, alert, as we stay moment by moment in the connection of our God Self today. We are not complacent. We are vigilant in our connection at all moments. And so as I wish you out a wonderful, not wish you, have a wonderful, blessed day. So far, this is day 3, and this was insecurity and complacency. Yesterday was connecting to, I can't even remember, but, but the one before that was miracles, and then the day before that was absolutely knowing the reality of the inner world, the reality of the inner world, and we did miracles, reality of the inner world, and now insecurity and complacency. And so I invite you to be with me tomorrow for a new divine secret to the connection of the peace, the joy, the beauty of who you already are, and the tools to open up to it. So namaste, peace out. I love each and every one of you. Please don't miss Lisa Coffee. Please watch Lisa Coffee this Sunday, 7 p.m. on our Facebook channel. She is amazing. She's our Vedanta teacher, and she's so much more than that. She is a television personality also that is a very dedicated spiritual person. So into knowing who she is and sharing that God self within her and all, the Brahman. So anyway, so I let you go. Peace out. See you on the flip side tomorrow. Have a wonderful, consciously conscious, spiritual day today. Mwah! See you tomorrow.